mo here pani de yehum brano dem nyamanyame no said that was started the war na that the military is supposed to serve us. If it's an honor, it's a privilege there ever join the military, to serve your country. So you protect the citizens. You don't beat them, you don't maltreat them, you don't take the law into your own hands just because you have ammunitions, you have the resources to endanger other people's life. That is uncalled for.
DJ Paco Rich.
Okay, lovely viewers, I'm on a fancy YouTube. This is where a lot of people would want to find out verified information and also want to get deeper ideas and a deeper knowledge about issues Ghana. Me sure there'll be our Ghana be out today on him about issue or record ashaman versus the military and the civilians in ashaman. Issue in there, one of their own young soldier was murdered in ashaman. And then in there, Ahumachi very early now, Yenya and say the military foe or ashaman. I share some of the videos, sorry, but the way I worry treat the civilians now. A lot of people are not too happy. So I have one brother who also has a lot of experience when it comes to military issues. Now, why you do America military no kakra, and I think he's the best person. Yeah, war but mostly African military for they be a when citizens worry them. I want to find out from him reason why them he been see but by any side her or your common or her. On your support, I'm sure there are a lot of people they didn't know he's a false man. And so, brother, I would like you to introduce yourself to my viewers and tell them who you are and where you've worked before, and then we'll start the conversation from there.
Oh, okay. Thank you for the opportunity. My real name is William Sesi, but as you know, in the entertainment scene, I'm Onyansapo Bowanopo.
Yeah.
I joined the U.S. Navy in March 2012. Served for about 10 years and retired in December 2021. And as you see, I know many U.S. Army Cybersecurity Command, and I Juma as information analyst. In Sicily, that's why I'm a retired U.S. Navy personnel now as a federal worker for the U.S. Army, or USR.
All right, great. And I think with your position, the main issue at Hani, I'm sure there were broader knowledge about it. Me assure that William Powagan, and there are several times videos of military men war mishandle civilians, whether the civilian is right or wrong. We haven't seen such video with any American army, either Navy, Air Force, or whoever, manhandling any citizen or somebody from the state. And so I would want to find out what is the training there, what is the line of duty. And one is we don't see them coming to town to control issues and flog people, beat people to the extent that some of them are bleeding and as in one was system and not and then
ABCB Morocco the doya asifim kakra, but wahade there are structures and the laws no make the big difference there mbra juma hana. You cannot underestimate anybody when it comes to the laws of the land. And now medetu to Ghana be free there. Ebia the military no crap jumepi yayen too sacred there. One job descriptions no crap no. We don't want to make it public. People are not well informed about the job descriptions of the military. I had the obienim there. The basic principle of the military is to protect its citizens. If that's the basic principle of the military to protect the citizens, then any citizens no rokoko. With our training, one of it ne ahumshedo, like to know there what to do when you go out. There are times you don't even have to be in uniform. You don't even have to declare yourself there. Maybe you are in the military or something. Even when you are traveling, unless you're traveler, boom, it's official before you can even declare the uniform now. So the laws are there and they are not sacred. They are there for everybody to understand. And all bahade so every department be our we have the army. Apart from the army now, so we were Army National Guard. The Army National Guard, they deal with the civilians. They say it's equivalent to Ghana Nadmo. And an emergency domestic issues. They take care of those stuff. So to have the military, any arm of the these government agencies, the Navy or the Army to get involved in with the civilian or oyers kakra as guy, but me feel the Ghana I don't more than them there. What them brain is yen. So people don't really understand the army into be a sora no feel you can take advantage of people you are in uniform. And that is a major problem.
I think this is a very great revelation as I'm a Henma. So, in case, since you've been in the military or US before, if which mean there on tansi, but say so genia or US oko abuano na oka have issue another than sakaka civilian consequence na another asotwe another the kind of things or the woman and it being a baze.
Apart from there, or the Ninsabeko Bikrapo outside, there are so many things that you are restricted as a military personnel to do. Even baby, Sebio Tafracha Beko Akonoman Sakrapono, baby or crapper on Sedeko, now they blacklisted certain places. Recently, Echo Online, baby, our military person crapper pede toka. If they blacklist that agency, you are not supposed to deal with them. Inti rules they are there. And I yana young court martial. Inti so what do call court martial. Now adoma I had the obiasu shanu do in there. Once you are in the military, there are so many benefits you are enjoying. There are so many benefits your family is enjoying. Inti say eko outside na sebuta frache eko ya mo fata and what do call court martial ebia what wahomado. And now they have to process you out of the military. You get to lose all these benefits, Inti Oma Obia Nyasheye, if when you are in the military, Nyasheye. Because once you mess up, you don't mess up your own life. You mess up the life of your families and the generations that will even come after you. In Choma, say military, you appreciate what you are doing, you want job description very well. You know where you are supposed to be at a particular time. You know what you are supposed to do. You know where you are supposed to go in uniform. And basically, no, sir, are there 24/7. You are still at work. Even me, still and come military, I'm still at work. I can be called at any time. I can't even travel beyond certain radius. Because so our friend now wants to come on craposo or your issue. Inti unde obiatase obiatembranase obiani more sedoye inti, and you know what today be say consequence it's grave, and so you don't want to lose those benefits because it also affects your children.
Yeah, but I think with my own point of view, one. Sabi yananam was starting. They were not using military. The Western world, which is the UK and the US. And so if we learned these things from them, where from this branch on one world code of ethics and but it's more being practiced on our land. And then I mean you obia watana ashaman rekasa. And then the guy said he's disappointed because one, there are several times people have been, they call something wafre bibi kwashe the ekita mobile phone and now uska no be the second another gunpoint waji if you will see. It happens a lot in ashaman. Also when you put 2 hours stab one da and then military phone baho one be protecting another one be saving this kind of people on several occasions. Obianyim there ashaman is one of the hottest spots when it comes to Damingaman. But military phone call one could save one. No Benedena, if today it happens to your owner, or being we are not supporting that but it looks like okay, some of the citizens are more Ghanaians than the others. You understand? And then this when I would say area will feel there. Obine bonimpa wayen fine you don't come there to protect them. Now somebody does this thing and me assure the nyimpa no or committed an offense and by now we're going to da. And then the innocent people that live there are going through these things. People that waked up early to catch up with women were born with that teaching and all that. They feel there on your rights. And I don't know what the laws in Ghana says about these things. Because onyende onye bien and it keeps happening. Yes, Ghanaians appreciate and have a lot of respect for the military people. But I think this things going on and onye too healthy to see Debia were Bromwana Assembly before you know the entire army will be in the area, and after that communication papa be another compensation be amporemba tunwana wo prehonazan. So I think this is very sad for Africa so but I believe there with kind of education as I'm a lot of people will learn something from it, and then also even the military funa worship, because I remember there was a time an issue came up and I was addressing it. And somebody went like, hey, I will soldier for us American. What shall I Bob Brew or that kind of thing. But I don't think this thing can ever happen in America. Like you rightfully said. The way could journalists into journalists Fuinara one call teacher teacher Fuinara one ye, you know. Assembly or Safam Kakra. But I believe the authorities in Waboshe na what the right things now to know. If you have any last words to advise your other or your fellow Ghanaian military people watching, you can advise them on issues like this and what they should do.
Yeah, mo here pani de yehumbra no dem nyamanyame no said that was started the word watch na the military is supposed to serve us. If it's an honor, it's a privilege there ever join the military, you know, to serve your country. So you protect the citizens, you don't beat them, you don't maltreat them, you don't take the law into your own hands just because you have ammunitions, you have the resources to endanger other people's life. That is uncalled for. Nti amempa bode BBC no washambra. Normally that's what's supposed to happen. When something happens like this, you go back to parliament, go back to the table, one shambra, and then warm up the whole public. One that the military is there to serve them, not to lord over anybody, because them Kenya so doctors so Dr. Kuru will no be akadoke doctors now was a worker demonstration and now because Dr. Kuru will cobro for now one for pandemic. I don't think that it will be a good thing for all of us. Or I mean but them we say but the politicians, those in charge of making the laws and have been drafting the regulations, you know, they will go back to the table, use this as a benchmark to maybe make better laws or protect Obia, there will be a cordial relationship between the military and the civilians because we are friends, we are not enemies.
All right, thank you, Brother Williams. Masuma Frau Nyansapo Bawanopo.
Bawanopo.
I mean, you are not too far from your name. Wuzin, and that the wisdom that you speak is always on point.
Thank you.
The short notice so in your memory and discuss it. Madasi Bibri.
Okay, Nyamishra also there to Safra.
DJ Paco Rich.